The VTP protocol syncs VLANs between switches. This greatly helps a network administrator. Let us say you have a network with about 20 switches and about 30 VLAN. Without the VTP, you would have to create all the VLANs on all switches independently. Or even, if you want to remove a VLAN, you should connect on all switches. This is a time-timed task, which is why it is best to use the VTP protocol. The principle is quite simple. One to a switch in server mode, or we make all the modification, deletion or creation of VLAN, and it takes care to send this information on all client switches, which are part of the same VTP domain. The operation relies on a revision number that increases every time a change is made on the switch in server VTP mode, and then those in client VTP mode come to sync with the right revision number. It is possible to have multiple switches in server VTP mode to make changes to different parts of the network. For the VTP to work, it must set up a VTP domain name, which will have to be set up the same on all these switches. To sum up, when adding, modifying, or removing a VLAN on the switch in VTP mode, this has the effect of increasing the revision number. It then triggers a package of warnings that is sent on all switches' customers from the same VTP domain. And finally, they then sync to get the latest revision number. There is another VTP mode. This is the transparent VTP. A switch in transparent VTP mode will transmit the warning messages of changing the revision number, but will not sync with the switch in VTP server mode. The VTP protocol saves a lot of time, but you still must be very careful with this protocol because it still presents a big risk for security. The problem with VTP is that a switch in the server mode is also a VTP customer, and any VTP customer syncs with the switch with the highest revision number. For example, if you take a switch in prod and take it out of the network to do tests on, like the addition of several VLAN, and before you put it back in prod, you remove all the VLAN, thinking it will resume a clean configuration, well, it's missing. All VLANs of the switches in prod will be removed because they will line up with switches with the highest revision number. A VTP client can replace a VTP server if the review number is higher because a VTP server is also a VTP client. It is a bit bad, but it works like that.